Alright guys, we're gonna go do some crocodile hunting. I've gotten some questions from several people. Where can they be found at? What's the best way to kill them? First off, the reason you want to get them is so you can get this bigger bag. It holds up to 75 pounds and you know, a lot more inventory space. So pretty much where you want to go find them at is over here in what we call the swamp, this little broken water region. So I'll go ahead and head over there. I've already topped off all my stats. We might need to make a new bow, but I prefer to take 3 spears with me, and then a bow. I feel like it's the best way to kill them, or the safest way. 20 arrows is more than enough. As long as you shoot them in the head, you can get your arrows back every time. As you can see, I've already pretty much fully upgraded my base. It's concrete, metal, everywhere. I have every placeable item you can get. 2 mixers for concrete, old machine, 5 forges, you know, tons of storage. Some of this will go away. I'm currently building 11 solar panels just to double up on all my power, because I can't currently run all night with the oil extractor and the mixers, but I'm close. So probably add another battery or 2 also on top of that. Sounds like we're being attacked. Or am I hearing things? That must have just been the power box. As you can see, I've upgraded everything to concrete. My entire fence is concrete, which is nice to have the extra 300 hit points. And then built a little area up here for some more storage. And then right here is just access to the roofs where I'm putting my solar panels. As you can see, I've already got 4 batteries up here. Not sure how many solar panels I have currently. I'm going to add 11 to this, so there's 2 there. So I guess I'll be at 26 solar panels when I'm finished. Originally my stairs coming up here were over here, but with the concrete, when you update everything, your stairs don't lay back down. Like they won't snap back into place, so I couldn't put them back right here. Yeah, I think they both got enough stamina. We'll try and make that work. Just some junk. So when you go to get crocodiles, though, you want to make sure that you don't have like pretty much anything on you. You just get food on the way there if you need some more food. The skins weigh a lot. Only 5 crocodiles spawn at a time there. So check our map a little bit more to the right. We'll just run over there. If you press G, you can see your stats now. I've already maxed mine out. 200 is the maximum you can have for health and stamina, and it helps a lot. If you've died and your health is, you know, going down because you lose 5 hit points every time you die from your overall hit point, like your maximum. The way to get it back is to make stew. It takes 1 potato, 1 fish, 1 raw meat. You put it on your crafting table or your workbench, combine it, and then you cook it on the stove in a pan. It'll give you back 1 hit point to your max. And like I said, you can get up to 200 like you can see on mine. Stamina, 200. You do that with fruit salad. It takes half a watermelon, half of a regular melon. You combine those with a can on the workbench. And again, you just go at it till you get up to 200, and that's max. Looks like we might. I'm hoping that's just dawn and not the red night. We'll be okay. Or should be, if it is. But swamp where I built my base at, as you can see, like I built right here, so I'd be closer to all the resources and more central to most of the camps, which has made my commute time in between places pretty good. But I've already gotten all the research. If anybody's watching this is curious, if you're getting your research books, you just come here to the cogwheel, put your book there. 2 hits will do them in. He got me some bleed damage, so we'll just throw some bandages on that. And yeah. You can see with the last update, added these clay rocks in. They're just like the rest of the rocks, they don't respawn, so just gotta do the best you can with what you got. Now, so we're gonna get attacked again. I don't really worry about them. I have armor and bandages, and food's plentiful, so you can heal up pretty easily. The crocodiles do hit pretty hard. That's why I say that I prefer using the bow. Plus, spears are bad about glitching and flying across the map or disappearing. So you don't want to be over here crafting spears and trying to fight the crocodiles. So this is the swamp. You know, it looks like somewhere where crocs would be. Sometimes they're in the water, so you need to be careful. If you're gonna hunt them with a spear, try to get them what you need to try to do is get them stuck between the trees and the rocks, like right here. Any tight little space they can't get through, because you'll see in a second they're pretty massive. You can see one over there and right there. I'm trying to ease in here and one right there, so I don't get swarmed, because they will come at you. Alright, so I guess we'll go after this guy first. Kind of keep an eye out. Like I said, there's only 5 in here at a time, but their aggro range is pretty good, like everybody else's, like the fox and the bear. On the bow, you just right click to aim in. Like right here is a good example of where he'll get stuck. Like if you get close to him, he might get stuck in between these trees. But see, like right there, he's hung up now. So if you want to save arrows, you can just come in with your spear, and he's unstuck, of course, as I'm saying that. So we just run him into here, he'll get stuck again. Or not. Maybe they fix that. That's no big deal. He'll die in 2 or 3 spear hits though. And as you see, I mean, he took a good chunk of my hit points out in that hit. And that's with the highest level armor on. You just harvest him. And the reason you want to keep your inventory empty, oh my god, empty is because you're doing a terrible job at this. Because their skin weighs so much. So we'll take a look at that right now. So it gets 6 pounds just with 2 of it on me. And by the time you get 5, it'll be getting up there. Can't believe I let myself get hit that many times, but like I said, you need to keep your head on the swivel. They'll just come at you. Oopsie. But usually you can get them stuck in these tight little spaces. I guess if I was faster I could. Or maybe they patched it, but used to they would get stuck when I first came over here. But I don't know, I prefer the bow. You can rapid fire it if you need to. Hit him in the head. Get your arrows back before you harvest him, or you'll lose them. Occasionally they might fall out, but very rare. I feel like I hear another one somewhere nearby. Yep, there he is. So just pop them in the head, and they'll die before they get to you if you land a couple shots on them. Again, pull your arrows out. Usually if you shoot them in the body, you can't see the arrows, but see, like right here. As long as they're in the face somewhere, they typically allow you to get them back. And that puts us at 4 out of 5. I'm sure the other one's going to sneak up on me and try to kill me. There he is. You can just hear him wandering around a lot of times. I mean, they look pretty cool and really big, so but if you're hurting for hit points, just be really careful. Use the bow, kite them around a little bit if you have to. I think I've just gotten lazy because all I've been doing is crafting. But yeah, so once you're fully loaded down, which is crocs from an empty inventory like I am, you'll see your weight's at 46.85, and that's with 5 skins. So I think the original bag is only 50 pounds. But I mean, this is a good place to get meat too if you're trying to get your hit points back up. Come over here, kill them, get a bunch of meat. So once you kill the 5, then I think you have to wait 1 in-game day. They'll respawn so you can come get the other 3 skins you need, because you need 8 in order to make the large bag. And when you make the large bag, that's like a game changer for you. It'll make everything so much faster and easier. Besides that, the only other notable locations, let's see if I'm safe since my hit points are kind of low. Would be like the mountain here and the mountain here. You can find aluminum. I've got a video on that in case you want to know what the nodes look like. The best way to get it in large quantities, so you don't have to make a bunch of trips back and forth. If you don't know how to make bandages, I have another video on that one too, since that was one of my issues when I started out. I couldn't figure out exactly how to go about making them. And then this little fox is coming after us. I can't hit anything with his bow. Meanest little creature in the game right there. Alright, and we'll just keep moving. Grab some cucumbers on the way back. This is the best plant for you to use if you need to heal up. Gives a pretty good chunk of hit points back. A little bit of thirst. But yeah, so while you're playing, if I was you, what I would do is get my hit points up to 200. Especially get your stamina up if you're going to do a bunch of crafting and build like a large base like mine. Since everything weighs so much, like clay is heavy, you definitely want to use the chest when you go to collect clay and get your aluminum. Or else you'll be making like 1,000 trips back and forth constantly. And we're almost back. But once you make the big bag, there's no point in getting more croc skin. So, but I figured I'd just make a video real quick since somebody asked me in stream the other day how to, where they're at, what's the best way to kill them. You know, as I always say, make sure you have bandages. I try to keep 10 on me at all times because you get tagged a lot for 2. I'm currently stacked up right now. You know, everything's loaded up with firewood. We've got ore on everything. Chest full of stuff to craft. About to make some more concrete. Need to make some more bricks so I can get this second floor finished. Besides that, everything else is, you know, metal, concrete. All my doors are upgraded. I'm just waiting on the next update to get some more stuff done. And besides that, pretty much here. That's all there is to it. Just don't die out there. If you do, it's not that big of a deal. Just run back over there and get your stuff. A little pet bird hanging out. And then up here is just where I put all my storage. Just saving all the extra stuff that, hoping that they come out with a new update so I'll have a use for it. And I mean, I have all the foliage off because when I go to get aluminum and I start mining rocks, it's just easier to see what's going on. But yeah, this is probably what I would say is the best place to build a base. I mean, you have a pond full of fish. You can get to and from everything pretty quickly. It's easy to clear out so you can see around you if you want to. A lot of space and level space to expand on. And I mean, so far, I hadn't had too many issues. If you're wondering about like the weird fence pieces, like that one, and there's a section right here. When I upgraded my doors and my walls and my foundations, they seemed to be a little bit bigger and wouldn't let me square my stuff back in level because this wall got broke down while I was AFK for a minute. So I couldn't get it back in there. So I'll probably just eventually take this section out and come up with it and make a bigger square right here. And like right here, I mean, there's not like a lot of custom crafting you can do. I mean, that's like a short rail piece, so you can make a decent little stairwell. But these stairs, like most games, they don't line up perfectly square with doors. So if you try to do like an outside door and line it up, it's going to be a little bit offset to the side. Concrete stairs, concrete railings, a water bucket, 10 iron ingots just to build a bucket to hold 600 liters of water. Still can't upgrade the gates yet, unfortunately. And once you start doing concrete, make sure you have plenty of power. And I'd always start first thing in the day. But 4 mixers would probably be great because it took forever to make this much concrete. And besides that, just hit that like button. Let me know if there's anything else y'all need to know how to do or interested in. And thanks for watching.